Hello again. I'm just gonna jump right into it. This video is about the subscription box that used to be known as Causebox but is now known as Alltrue. We're gonna get to that change in name later. I want to talk about specifically every single product I've received throughout the last year because I was an annual member and I canceled my subscription after a year. I just wanted to explain my reasoning behind it, what I liked, what I didn't like. I'm gonna break down each and every box by all the products I've received. I'm also gonna touch on a few things that kind of make me feel iffy about the company itself. I'm gonna start with the summer 2020 box. Just gonna read off my list here. Look at how prepared I am. Ooh la la. I have like points and everything. I really enjoyed the PMD Beauty, the Reed Diffuser, the nesting bowls, the serum, and the healing balm. Well, actually, healing balm, let's put it in a maybe pile, along with the silicone lids. And the fringe earrings, sadly, I wasn't a huge fan of. Considering how this box is supposed to be like all those amazing missions, the fact that it tarnished after only wearing it once kind of makes me think that it's not amazing quality. The silicone stretch lids, I'm kind of iffy about. I thought I would really enjoy them and I'm glad I got to try them out. The first time you put them on, whatever bowl you own, it's great. It works. No problem, you put it in the fridge, and then when you take it out the next day and you take the lid off and then you eat whatever you have in there and then you want to put the lid back on, because of the condensation, it doesn't stick anymore. It doesn't, like, it just slides off. So you have to use it when it's dry and when it's room temperature. If it's anything else, then it doesn't work. So that's something I discovered thanks to this box, I guess. As for the healing balm, I'm still happy I have it and I've used more than half of the product, but the product itself is just a little too sticky for me. I like when things are a little sleeker. I've used some of it, I haven't used all of it. I'm gonna finish the product, I'm not gonna repurchase it is what I'm trying to say. Every other product I really enjoyed. This PMD Beauty, which is what basically really sold me on the subscription itself. It's a vibrating silicone tool to wash your face, basically. It's like the first ad that popped up and I was like, ooh, interesting. And I thoroughly enjoyed this. I still have the initial battery it came with. A year later, it's still going strong. It comes with a bristled side and a flat side. I don't think that's super useful, only because it's a little too hard on your face. So if it was like thicker and more pillowy, kind of like a marshmallow, it would be much more comfortable. I've used this on a daily basis, so I'm still really happy with it. I really enjoyed the serum. I think the packaging is really pretty. It's this one right here. The pump is oddly aggressive. I thought it was maybe initially because it was full and it would calm down over time, but it still does that. The product itself is really nice. I use it in rotation with all my other serums and I thoroughly enjoy it. It's the one that I use the most. I'm just gonna put it right here. Oh, speaking of right here, I have here the Reed Diffuser. I really enjoy the smell. I like how it's not too intense when I put it in my small bathroom and I turn these around, the little sticks. When I had like the cap, I put it right here on this mirror and it kind of ruined the metal finish. I don't know how exactly, but yeah, it's like a very aggressive product inside and I didn't think it would be. It's still fairly full, so I think it's going to be good for like another year, which is amazing. I really enjoy those 3 bowls I got. I actually wish I had more than one set because one set is 3 bowls of varying sizes and I wish I had 2 to 4. I think they have a really cute color. Just Alright, so that was it for the first box. Let's just go to the next box, which was the fall one. Initially, I was kind of disappointed that I was getting a second serum because I was like, am I really gonna need it? It's this one right here. Turns out I really like it as well. I also use it in rotation with all my other serums. I'm not quite halfway through because a little goes a long way. I like it. As for the facial rounds, they're white, which is not ideal if you wear makeup because it's kind of disappointing when you like wash your face and then there's like makeup stains on it and you can't remove them even though you wash them. So what I've been doing is I've been using those only when I'm not wearing any makeup that day, and then I have other facial rounds that I use that are actually a darker color to remove makeup. I also really enjoy the mesh bag they come with because I put all of my little facial rounds in them, and then when it's full I just, you know, put it in the wash and wash everything like that. Very soft, very absorbent. As for the tea tumbler, I really enjoy the glass. I think it's super cute. I use it basically every day. It's what I drink my water out of nowadays. I don't travel with it only because it's glass and I'm worried it's gonna break and fall basically. I don't really use the travel pouch that it came with either. I don't think it's that travel friendly, I guess. I don't use also the tea infuser part much, only because the tea that I do consume already comes in like pre-packaged little pouches. so it's just not really useful for my personal tea consumption. Overall, still really happy with the product. Still think it's super cute, and I'm still really glad I got it. The bamboo surf set that I got, initially I was kind of iffy about. I used it a couple times, but the board kind of like has like wood particles on it, so it's not super smooth, so I would have like food get stuck on the little wood particles. I like the spatula it came with. I cook with that a lot, but I don't like the tongs it came with, so it's kind of like a hit and miss kind of thing. The things that I didn't enjoy are the scrub, this right here. I was hoping it would break down with water, but it doesn't. It remains really gritty, and it's just kind of too aggressive for my skin. I'm looking for stuff that are a little more gentle nowadays, and that ain't it, so the bathrobe was horrible. I did not like it at all. I wore it like maybe twice. I hated it. I can tell with a passion. I ended up gifting it to a friend who I think she enjoys it more, so good for her. I did not appreciate it. I think it was poorly constructed. What else did I write down? It had crooked seams, it had holes, it had a bunch of loose threads. People online disliked it as well. The people who did enjoy it, they would put it in the wash, and then when they would take it out and wear it again, it wasn't the same. You had to like stretch it out and air dry and yada yada yada. It's just too complicated, you know? You want your things to be easy to use and easy to maintain, and that's how you keep something sustainable. That wasn't 9. Oh, it had also like really big sleeves that would just like drag in the food, and the collar wasn't really laying properly. It was just all over the place, so I did not like that at all, so didn't keep it. So that box was kind of like all over the place. Then came the winter box. Let's start with the one product I actually liked, because everything else is kind of iffy. I really enjoyed the cloud wrap, which is like a sweater. I'm gonna put it on right now. I'm kind of cold actually. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. The sleeves are kind of like, they're just a little too short for my liking. You had the option of asking for a plus size, but you had to like send them an email. It wasn't in the choices of the website, which I think is kind of odd. Like, why wouldn't you put it as a choice to make like the lives of the customer simpler? The fabric is really soft and cushy and comfortable. I've actually washed it a few times and it's still in great condition. So that's the only product in that box that I was like happy about. Yeah, so the reusable zip pouches that I got, initially I thought, oh, that's amazing, I'm gonna use them all the time. Can you tell by my face? No. First of all, the first set I got, one of the bags had holes in them, so I was like, oh shoot. So I sent a message to Causebox and they were like, no problem, we're gonna send you another set. They sent me another set. Like, it's supposed to be worth $22. You know, they have to declare how much like it's worth, and it said only a couple bucks. And it's not the first time I've seen that. You know, those kettles that people got was supposed to be worth I don't know how much money. Now they're doing a recall. They're reimbursing, I don't know, like 20 or 25 bucks. They're reimbursing like next to nothing compared to what they stated it was worth. Okay, Nanny comes to say hello now. Then there's also the planner. I was excited about because I was planning on gifting it to a friend, which I did. There are some people online who said there were mistakes in the planner, like dates that would repeat themselves and stuff like that. I warned my friend that she had to be careful. And then the 3 other products I got, I'm just not a fan of. Not that I'm not a fan of. Like, for example, the socks. They're really cute socks. They're gray. I use them, but they're socks. Like, in a subscription box, don't you expect more exciting things than socks? The golden hoops, I wore them twice and they got chipped. They got like the paint on them cracked. They tarnished super easily, and after wearing them for a couple hours, they did end up feeling kind of heavy. The toner, this right here, I've used it a couple times. You can tell it smells really nice, but I think it broke me out. I got a few pimples the 2 to 3 times I used it. That was it for the winter box. Kind of disappointing, right? The last box I got was the spring box. Okay, let's start with the things that I actually enjoyed. The portable charger is super duper cute. It doesn't have that much energy to give to my electronics. I'm still fine with it. It's still nice. The lip treatment kit is another thing that I really enjoy. I really enjoy the lip balm's consistency. It's not sticky, it's just, it glides on smooth. I just really enjoy it. I like that it comes with another product, you know, like the lip scrub. I think it's really fun. and it just gives you the illusion of like receiving something that does more than one thing. So it's like two products, but it's like from the same company and it was in the same little box. I like the smell, I like the taste, I like the feel, I just liked everything. The contact sponge, this one is weird for me because when I first got it, I was like, this seems kind of odd. And then I tried it and I was like, oh, this is actually really nice. It feels like an English muffin that you buttered. When it's wet, it's like the texture of it is so satisfying. But you only get one. It's good for up to 2 months. So technically speaking, I don't think I should be using it anymore. I think I should be throwing it out, but it still feels fine, so I'm still gonna use it. I looked online at the product and there is a box that has like three for $45. Which would have been more interesting in a subscription box because you would have had like up to 6 months of use. I don't know, I just think like it wasn't exciting to only get one, and that string kind of makes it look cheap, right? This item was added as like a choice product to counterbalance like delays. I don't know, just not overly excited about it, I guess, but pleasantly surprised in the end. The tech organizer roll, I mean, it's a cute stylish color, but I don't really have a real use for the product. I'm using it currently at work. I put my pens and pencils in there because I saw someone else online doing that and I thought it was really cute, but it's still kind of awkward. Oh, and also the rolling aspect of it is useless. You can't roll it properly if it's full of stuff, so I end up just like folding it in half and then put it away, and that's how I use it, you know? So, and for the sleeping spray, I used it, I want to say like a few times, but it stresses me out. I keep thinking it's dangerous for my cat, even though like the company stated that it was safe. Also, it has like some essential oils and I'm worried that it's gonna break me out because it's gonna be like on my pillow. It's just a fail. I just don't like it. So the tote, I used it once and the straps got scuffed super easily. The canvas picked up my cat's hair. The bag is well constructed otherwise, like there weren't any loose strands or anything like that, but for the price it's valued, I just think they should have like a reinforced bottom, made from cardboard even, I don't care, but just something to make it stand. The construction, I don't know, it just wasn't great. What I've noticed from a year of subscription to Causebox, or you know, now it's called Alltrue, whatever, is that some of the products were a hit, some of the products were a miss, which, you know, that's normal. That's what happens when you have a subscription box. You want to try out new things. The thing is, a lot of the things that didn't work out were from the like Causebox artisan team, which is like an in-house manufacturing team. I just felt like they were poor quality, so it can be easily demonstrated by the surplus of negative feedback and comments on the Causebox Instagram page and on Facebook groups. Causebox also gave me like the wrong info when I asked them what was made in-house initially, and I had to like resend them an email, and then they gave me what I think is the right information. They didn't include all the products that were made in-house initially, and then I told them, oh, what about this, and that, and they were like, oh yeah, right, those two. Something else really important is tax write-off and charities, the magical 10%. So I got curious and I researched tax write-offs, and that's when I found this little gold mine. So I'm just going to read you right here. It says, if your C corporation donates to a qualified tax-exempt organization, you can claim the money as a deduction from business income. The most you can write off is 10% of your business income, although there are exceptions. So now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this. It's a win-win for the company because they get to look good in the eye of the consumer by being conscious in some type of way. They make the consumer themselves feel good by spending their money and quote-unquote doing good, and they get a tax write-off. It's not like greenwashing, but it's giving the illusion of doing a good thing when in reality you're only doing it because it serves you. And it's a business. A business is meant, you know, to have profit. I understand, but it's still kind of iffy in my mind, you know? If they didn't have that tax write-off, would they still donate the money? Honestly, I don't think so. The website offers very little information on each product. The information, I think, should be readily accessible next to the choices you're making on their website, instead of only having a picture. Like, isn't that just like a smart thing? Just put the information of the product next to the product, so I don't have to like go on a different website, search through all the pictures, go to the spoiler of the product to read the information about the product. Just put the information of product with the product where you're supposed to make a choice. So after a year, I kind of noticed that the website seemed to be mostly oriented towards the marketplace, which is meant to be a platform where you can purchase items at a discount. I guess now that they're changing the name and the branding and all that stuff, maybe they're kind of like giving up the subscription box aspect of the company. The boxes themselves, what can I say? So the size of the box is customized to the things inside the box, so it gives the illusion that the box is full every time. What I've done with this box, which is the last box I got, is I've cut it up. I've cut off like some parts of it and I've taped it with like washi tape to make it nice and cute, so like the borders are no longer scuffed from the shipping and stuff. I store all my makeup in there, and I cut up another box to like create separation in there. See, like it's just awkward. Like, I don't want to like fight with the box every time, and it's just not ideal. If it had come with a lid that you could remove, it would have been better. So yeah, let's move on from the boxes and the size of the boxes and the awkwardness of the boxes and talk about greenwashing. Greenwashing is the process of conveying a false impression of providing misleading information about how a company's product are more environmentally sound. Greenwashing is considered an unsubstantiated claim to deceive consumers into believing that a company's product are environmentally friendly. Now, I'm not saying that this is what Causebox or now Alltrue is doing, but kinda. This is what they're doing. They're saying like, oh, we have a mission of being sustainable, being eco-conscious, environmentally friendly, ethically made, yada yada yada. But it's not for all of the products, right? One product might be sustainable and the other product might be ethically made. But not all the products are gonna fit in with all the missions that they claim to have, which is fine, but I just feel like the marketing kind of just a little misleading. Also, with the pandemic, there were a lot of delays in shipping. Many people have complained online. It seems as though Causebox is like accepting new subscriptions even though they can't handle the volume of new subscribers as it is, and that creates delays in shipping as well. Some members also notice that the things in your box might influence when your box is shipped. So for example, if you're an annual member and you selected, I don't know, instead of selecting the konjac sponge, you selected the nail care little kit in the latest box, those were the last boxes to be shipped. I personally don't really understand how the packaging aspect of the boxes come into affect the shipping delays and stuff like that, but I kind of thought that was odd, so I figured I would mention it. So here's a breakdown of all the prices and the actual values of the products, which, you know, we've now established that the values are kind of, you know, up to whatever they think. The price that I paid was $215 USD because I had a coupon code that I found online, which was GAL30. So don't know if it's still useful. Maybe you can try it out if you decide to subscribe to the box, but whatever. All the products together, the value that they priced their items at was $1,067.45. There was approximately $500 worth of products that I loved, maybe $120 worth of stuff that I was kind of indifferent about, and maybe like $450 worth of products that I didn't really like. Overall, was it worth it? I mean, I enjoyed myself. I made a bunch of videos that were fun to make. Some of the products I'm really happy about, but with all the other stuff that I've mentioned previously, I didn't think it was worth it to resubscribe for another year, so I canceled my subscription. I did stay subscribed to their Instagram profile page thing, just because if there is a product that I really enjoy and I think I'm gonna really like, I can just buy that product individually. I don't have to get the subscription to get that product, right? All that to say, if you have the money to spend 200 whatever dollars on it, go for it. I enjoyed myself. I'm not resubscribing, although now that it's called Alltrue, I'm kind of like, oh, it's a new subscription, but maybe I should, but no, I'm moving like next month, so I can't afford it right now. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't want to spend that money. I'm just gonna keep it in my bank account. Was I negative in this video? I feel like I was fair. Okay, I need to stop rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any comments, haha. regarding anything that I said, because you know what? I would like to start a discussion on this. I was very passionate. I printed out 6 pages worth of stuff to talk about. I am passionate about this discussion. All alone in my living room with my cat. Passionate. Okay, I'm done rambling. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!